Alright guys, as you guys can see, I have the low oil sensor light on. Usually it takes off once you start driving, but that just means that your oil level, it's out the window. So I'm gonna show you guys how to replace it. Like I said, most of the parts that I get are from FCP Euro up there. So we'll go ahead and start by jacking up the car. So far I'm gonna time myself and we'll see how long it takes me. So first step, jack up the car. And also I'm just gonna jack up the front, not the back. If you guys are doing maybe the transmission, changing the oil as well, then you could jack up all four, the two on the back and two on the front. But for now, I'm just gonna do the front. Now this does require, we're gonna have to take the skid plate out from the bottom. So I'll show you guys the tools we're gonna need now. Alright guys, so this are gonna be some of the stuff that you're gonna need to take off the skid plate. And of course, because I am gonna do an oil change, you know, get your oil pan ready, your filter, and your oil. Saturday I went to Walmart this morning and they had about 5:30. You know, as long as it has oil. I was trying to look for Castro. They weren't in stock, so went ahead and grabbed that one. You're gonna need some lights, to have some lights under there, some gloves, a ratchet, a little magnet, what they call these guys, it's like a little can, a magnet bowl, whatever they call that, just to put any of your hardware that you're taking off, leave them there. And of course some safety glasses, because we're gonna be there. The gloves, like I mentioned, is gonna be it was gonna be a messy changing the oil and then changing the sensor. Oh yeah, and then the sensor, let me grab it. Here it is. Take it out the bag. So that's it guys, and by that of course we're gonna reuse those the 3 bolts that are under the old one. So we'll use those, and should be an easy process guys. The hard part is taking out the skid plate. You can't see it, but I'll try to get some light on it so you guys get an idea. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we are under the car. Let me adjust the camera. Alright, so now there's 2, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them that's holding the skid plate. So that's that is a number 16. So we'll be using a 16. This is what I mean. Well, my car's pretty dirty from the bottom, so that's something I want to make sure I'm wearing gloves. So let's go ahead and take it out guys, and we'll go from there. Then once I take the skid plate, of course I'm gonna go ahead and drain the oil, take it out before I change the part, but you guys will get an idea. And then, like I always mention, go ahead and inspect your car, see if you find any new oil leaks or something. Like I said, I am gonna change the lower and the steering pump. I am gonna change the steering pump and the lower hose. That's also coming in soon. You know, I just gotta wait. Can't really spend that much on parts. Now for the ones in the back, they're not straight. You gotta kind of have to go on an angle. And then also don't forget, just a little tip, before you take the last one, make sure you leave one on, so that way once you take it out, it doesn't drop. There's something holding it and you're able to hold it from there. Let's see. All right, let's go back to that part right there. Then just remove the last one by hand. Alright, so we're down here. Right now what I'm doing, just kind of cleaning the oil pan. That way I get to see if there's any major leaks that could be coming out or dripping from here. I do see this tiny one from here. It could be that I didn't tie it enough, because I did it hand tying it. Now could be that's why there's a little bit of oil there. It's just a little bit, not too major. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drain the oil. Oil pan down here. Go ahead and remove it. Then hopefully I don't make a mess. Alright, there it goes. So we'll let that drain. I'll go ahead and get, it looks like it's gonna be a size 10. So I'll go ahead and grab that. Alright, as you guys can see, it's still dripping. We'll let it drain. But I'm gonna go ahead and start taking out the sensor. Now we'll get a flathead screwdriver, then just pry it around nice and slow. There it is, guys. We got it out. Alright guys, and just to take the sensor out, there's two little tabs around it. On mine, there's one missing. So all you gotta do is just press them and pry back. Because I don't have one, mine's missing one. So I'm gonna grab a flathead, press the only tab I got, and then just pry it out. It should come out right off, that's it. Then of course, let's not forget the gasket. Then I'm just gonna clean the area. Get a little clean. So that way the gasket sits flush and it doesn't leak. That looks good. And here comes the new one. So same thing, you can't really mess it up. It goes one way. See that? If you flip it, it won't go the other way. So it's only one way, guys. You can't really mess it up. Snap it on, and once you snap it on, alright, it's in there. Then you're just gonna start doing it by hand. This one. Alright, I'll start by hand. Alright, I'm doing it by hand. Alright, it's getting tighter. I'll jump to the next one. It's getting tighter. Alright, it's getting tighter. Alright, that should be it right there. That should be it right there. That should be it right there. You'll feel it right away when it's tight. You know, of course you don't want to strip it and then all this hard work for nothing. So it looks good. Now what I'll do is put this back, put the plug back, and then not sure if I mentioned it, but mine does have a magnet, so it catches any small metal fragments that are just chilling around the oil. So I'll get this, and then of course before you put it back in, there's a new washer that you want to put in. Usually comes inside your oil filter. So let me grab mine. Here's our new oil filter, our gasket, and our washer. Alright, hand tight. Right there, should be good. So our next step would be putting the oil. We'll put the oil, hang out for a bit, see if there's any leaks, retie everything, but we should be good. So I'll go ahead and add the oil. Alright, so put that aside for now. Let's get the oil. Back on, and we'll go ahead and tie it. Now let's go under the car and check if there's no oil leaks. So we're here under the car, everything looks good. There's no oil leaking from anywhere, so I would call this a success. So we'll go ahead and put everything back, guys. So let's go and put the skid plate back. Step is go ahead and tie all of them. And just like that, guys, it's that easy to change the oil sensor. So right now I'm up to 40 minutes. 40 minutes, this is what it took me. That's doing the oil change as well. Like I said, you're gonna have to take the skid plate out, drain the oil. That's once you drain it, you get to this little guy. Go ahead and change that, put everything back together, do your oil. So now let's go check inside the car, see if the light went away. And just like that, guys, you guys seen the light is no longer there. There is no warning saying that we have low oil, none of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off again. There it is. And just like that, guys, we are done with the project. We got this little guy out. We got it replaced. As you can see, the light is no longer there, so that's a thumbs up. And it's not that hard. It's pretty easy. Check out the car, take the skid plate out, you know, drain your oil. It was the best time, perfect timing. I have to do an oil change, came in right on time. So let me know in the comments, guys, what do you guys think? So far, that was one of the issues. I just took care of it. It's nothing hard, guys. Once you put your mind to it that you guys are gonna do it, go ahead and do it. If it's gonna be your first time, then I'll suggest to take your time. May take you 2 hours, 3 hours, but you're doing it on your own pace, taking it easy. Take everything apart. Shouldn't be a big issue, shouldn't be a big problem. So it's an easy project. If you have that light, that warning light, go ahead and replace it. That's one problem out of many to come from the BMWs that we all know usually we have. But I'm just waiting for the steering pump, the power steering pump, the hoses, and it comes with the reservoir, so that's gonna be changed as well. Probably make that video, and I don't know, maybe the next month or so. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments. Thumbs up. So far it's looking good, and see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.